As you are looking at him, he's dead. They have killed him. And he wasn't killed in line of operation. Like, okay, let's go and arrest bad people. Let us go and get all the bad people and, put them in jail. Sure, you get. That's not the reason why the young boy got killed. The young man was beaten to death by his senior colleagues in EFCC. There is a current scandal going on inside the EFCC in Nigeria. I don't know if you have heard about it, or you may never hear about it until I tell you. Abi? The scandal is that let's take just 2 steps back a bit so that this won't be shocking to you. Okay? When APC Egbekegbe came in, there's this guy, Magu Luther Crook. Magu Luther Crook was the EFCC chairman, and it was like, what's that guy's name again? Oh, hey, I wanted to remember this Sherlock Holmes. It was like a Sherlock Holmes of Nigeria, crime busting syndicate, kind of, like he's a Superman and all of that. He's going to clean everywhere of, all the thieves in Nigeria. Magu is coming. You need to run, if you're a criminal, Abubo. All that thing, Abubo. I happen to be one of the first people who said that. You this my Egun, shut up your mouth. He's doing a great job. Babana Bobo, you be Mugu. If you have actually ever believed any of these guys and you are still believing in anything they say, you be Mugu. Mugu Giti. Now they give them that lifeline whether they take survival. Because without you, they would not actually amount to anything. So what happened? He was doing an actual job. As they were announcing, we have arrested so, and we have discovered 500 billion naira inside GP tank. We have arrested. It was like everywhere. Asholeni. Asheba Bauli. You know what I mean? Most of you didn't know that is Ogbojole, a very strong hardened criminal wearing suits. Now, under him, I heard that returned loot were also relooted. You know what they were doing? Once they arrest someone, okay, no. It's not even like arrest somebody. It wasn't like that kind of a smart. Here you get. People were snitching. I'll tell you this for free. When APC Egbekegbe came in, they were saying something about whistleblowers. I don't know if you remember that. Whistleblower policy. If you report any stolen money that you know, if you report any corruption anywhere that you know, and it is successful, they will pay you, remember, 5% of whatever money they recover from that. Do you remember that time? Oh, a lot of you don't even remember. Now you just remember. Say, okay, I remember. Why are you going to remember? When Bokwari came in, they did something called whistleblower. If I pick up my phone and I say, hello, I can't mention my name. I can tell you this for free. My Oga, where they work for, inside this house, we get place where they keep money. And I know saying I still ain't steal the money. EFCC, they will say, okay, whistleblower policy, you'll be protected. So don't worry. Once it's successful, they will pay you 5%. Baba, within a space of 3 months, this is not, I didn't make this up. People have reported 33,000 whistleblowers reporting from local government to even not empty people where they work for private sectors. People were beginning to snitch on themselves. Now, when to now collect your 5% story started. Under Bokwari, whistleblowers, they're on the run. You don't hear that before? You blow whistle. Ooh. By the time they made money from the whistleblower, the loot that they have recovered, and you're asking for your 5%, they go arrest you and say you are also a criminal. Whistleblower, they're on the run. You don't hear that before? Yes, they look for whistleblower. You know why? Because the properties they are recovering from these looters, they are devaluing them. And they are like, see, three things they were doing. First, when they take all the properties back from these criminals, they will now pick the choice properties for themselves. For example, if they say, Mayegun, we have seized 5 houses from him, 3 houses in Banana Island, 2 houses in Asokoro, and Mayegun is being investigated for a fraud of 500 billion naira. So the media trial will start while all of you are reading about Mayegun is there in somewhere in one jail and is going to appear in court in December. This is May. The court will say, come back in December. They will throw me there. Now, you see some of those my properties, because they have accused me of crime now, Abi. So those properties, they will now what? They will now choose, for somebody like, they will say, okay, that one where they are Sokoro, change the name from Mayegun to Umaru Diko. Sure you get? So they will change it to Umaru Diko. And they will do all the documentation that says Umaru Diko have sold that property to Ismail Asambo for 50,000 naira. If you say, oh, this property is worth over 400 million naira. But when the EFCC document will show up, they will pay 500,000 naira for the old properties, for the old property. So they were doing all this paperwork, changing things, all the return loot that they say they have relooted all the return loot. How can you reloot all? How can you loot the returned loot under Bokwari? They saw money inside the Koyi house. They saw money inside the former NNPC GP tank. They saw money inside burial ground. Where are the money? Nowhere. So it was when their power play now started that Maguluta Crook ended up inside the asshole rock cell. For 2 months, they were trying him inside the asshole rock. Last, they just choose this Bawa. Bawa, this and that. The whole fleecing and stealing continues. You see all those Yahoo boys. Those Yahoo boys, you see all their cars, Sahara. You see all those internet fraudsters that usually spend so much money on expensive automobiles. You will see them cruising in expensive latest automobiles. For EFCC, na Sahara. Once they pick them, they will be asking them, do you want us to take your mug shot? Because we'll post it on social media. Everybody go know say you be Yahoo boy. Sure you get. You're going to jail. Or you want to part with 3 of your cars. And those Yahoo boys too, who want to leave everything, they will leave their expensive automobile cars for these EFCC staffs. Some of these EFCC guys, some of them have as many as 5, 10 cars. No cheap cars. They didn't pay a penny for any of them. These were supposed to be proceeds of crime. Sure you get. They are supposed to be somewhere. They will say, these are proceeds of crime. Because if you go to court and court says return them back to the owners, you lost the case. If EFCC carry you in Nigeria, because somebody said you are carrying laptop, you must be a Yahoo boy. And they grab you. Once they grab you, Baba, the day you finally go back to your house, they would have emptied everything they can get from you. Everything. If you have built a house, they will make you change the document. It is as bad as that. If you don't want to be jailed, because if you go jail, they will still sell your property to themselves. Not caught to EFCC guys. They will take your property, take whatever they want, gold watch, money, clothing. Name it. Now, they say this young man was somebody who was supposed to enter them, keep the record of all of the items that are proceeds of crime. So they told him, they said that on one occasion, when he was entering all what they collected from supposed Yahoo boys and other criminals, and they told him to sign it off. That's all. It was like, no, that is not all. I can't sign this off. I mean, I saw the pictures, I saw everything that we collected, I saw all of that. But this is not what we have. They say, are you mad? What is wrong with this one? We said, sign it off. We are your senior. Sign it off and say we have put everything in. So he disagreed with them. About one of office in Benio. They now set up that he had a crisis. He had something happened to him that they had to quickly rush him to the hospital. And that is when he died. But it was later found that they beat him to death. A greed of man, you will say. If they can do that to one of their own, think of what they will do to you. I mean, that's exactly how I see them. They don't serve anything to protect anybody, Baba. You are on your own. So they say. Now, I'm going to read this part. It's a long one, oh. Here you go. Well, maybe not long one, but it's more detailed. The issue of 22.7 trillion, which is Angono. Yeah, but I think I'll come back to that. Here is another one I want to add to it. Few days ago, the United States Embassy in Nigeria, they released a statement and said the U.S. Secretary of State, what's it be name again? Something Blinken. I'll be blanking. Right? Said they are placing visa ban on those who contributed to the disruption of the 2023 elections, the violence and all of that happened. And it was like a breaking news. A lot of people were saying, yes, they have banned Wiki, they have banned this. People are kind of trying to think of who are those that America is banning. Visa ban. Others were like, about don't waste your time on useless visa, but visa ban Oshiwo. Shena today, where everybody who knows America very well, if America is going to sanction you, they will announce you. They will announce what you have done. They will announce all your associates, all your businesses in their country. They will tell you the details of what they want to do with you. But when it comes to Nigeria, now then they announce visa ban. You don't go know who them ban. Although there is this justice that gave the judgment about the on the Imo governorship election. You know that Supreme Court justice who said, "Oplesons or Digba, who made Oplesons or Dijo, your Supreme Court governor." That woman, Kekere Ekun, she was denied visa. They said it was because of her role in the election in Nigeria. So they've banned her from going to America. So anytime they want to do all this, judges international, it will never be able to go to America. But you see, there's something about America and all this West. I live in the UK. Some of you live in America, so you have an idea of what I'm saying here. It is kind of, if you are not living in any of these countries, or if you're not living in the West at all, if you're living in Nigeria, this message is for you. Whatever is going on in Nigeria, look at me very well. The West has just one single interest, and that interest is their own interest, not even the interest of yours or interest of Nigeria or anybody. No. Their interest, whatever their interest is in your country, is the reason why they will team with anybody who can tell them that they will keep that interest intact, safe for them. And they will deal with anybody who can guarantee that until that person can't guarantee it anymore. If you have a dictator that is actually drinking your blood every day, like they told us of Idi Amin of Uganda. You remember Idi Amin? Yeah, they said he was eating human flesh, he drinks blood, and he was so cannibalistic and all that. America don't give a damn. They don't give they don't give an F. Trust me. Make una they kill yourselves every day. The only time human rights will sound somehow, human rights and all of that will sound something to America is when they realize that their interests won't be protected by those who have seized that power. America gave Tifnumbu the deal on the drug trafficking. He gave up his friends. They gave him a fine, a pat on the hand, And some are saying, what if he's actually their assets anyway? Have you read some of his, some of their cable messages where the ambassadors in Nigeria who have sat with some politicians in Nigeria, they are cable back to America when they are wiring back what their politicians in Nigeria told them. So it's all about their interest anyway. So when he said, you see, when America say they are sanctioning anybody, whether they want to sanction you as an individual, or if they are sanctioning you as an individual, all the American friends, like this UK, like so many other parts of this world, they will follow suit. Wherever you have all your investment, people will begin to advise you to move them away from all those territories. Even though now America, they sanction you, anybody that touches anything that is yours, any company that does business with you, they will receive the same treatment. So it has to be done now, like in the underworld and all that. If America says they are sanctioning you, but they will announce it. You will know all that. But when it comes to that of Nigeria, now visa ban, then they announce Yeye Bello during the time of Tata. Yeye Bello was also placed on a visa ban, also so we thought. But every time Bokwari was going to America at that time, Yeye Bello will be one of them who will follow him to America. Because they won't need their visa anyway. I don't know how that works. Or they will have to still give him the visa anyway. So a lot of people knew that it was just a joke when they say they are announcing visa ban. We are going to announce visa ban. Irony. All those are just bobos. Now, then they realize that their interest is no longer. And in that of Nigeria, the interest of America are in three things. The first one is that of your oil. The second one is what Nigeria has to pay for any arms and ammunition from America without them having to go to buy from Russia. You know that? So America want to be at the forefront. They want to take your money for that. Whatever you want to do with the weapons, that's your business. It's none of their business. As long as you are not taking that money to Russia. So America is interested in that. In that your oil, they have always been interested. You know that. Abi? So anything else is your own problem and concern. If you like, kill yourself. If you like, eat yourself. If you like, burn yourselves. If you like, rig yourselves. That's your problem. For those who know them very well. So today, the news now came. They said, American Secretary General, General Secretary of State. Secretary of State, Blinken. I've been a Blinken. He spoke with Kolu, and he told Kolu that America is now ready to work with him, and America can't wait to have him on and work. I was like, so something happened. May I tell you? The reason why I'm actually sharing that story is that a lot of people now started like, look at you, hey, like that. So me, in my usual way, I was on my phone. I was like, look at them. So I just went there with LOL. See America fighting for democracy in Africa. But an American convicted drug dealer, Escobar, is receiving a warm embrace from the same America that is, that kind of appeared to be against anything narcotic and all that. Look at them, says, but it's diplomat. Come and see people. They come, they attack me. All those weary, no fee, those crickets. They're always they used to be on my Facebook page, but it seems that work well again. So when they saw Mayegun's diary politico, I'll show you. Though I have muted some of them because I can't be bothered reading some of them. But nevertheless, I'll show you. So that my response, some came and they said, one guy was like, it's not your fault. Very soon, and go soon touch you in that your UK self. So you think you are like, this child started attacking and abusing me. I was like, I don't get anything to say to you. Now, I don't say waiting I won't say. If you have anything to say to Mayegun, you know my number. Call that number. I would rather speak straight to your slave masters rather than speak to the slaves themselves. What would the slave say? Other than to defend his chain. Abi? So why waste your time? So though my Twitter is very boring. I am not like engaging like that. Hey, your papa. Hey, thank you. Amayegun, well done. But I don't know how to do all of that. I don't have that much time to do much. You know what I mean? But again, this was America now saying that they are willing and ready to work with Kolu. So what that means then is this. It is a mixed one because a lot of you are banking on the evidence that shows that Kolu as an ex-convict, ex-drug trafficker, like Escobar, is about to be the president of the biggest and largest black nation on earth. And America is very much ready to be his pal. Wow, what has changed? That's the reactions, Abi. No, your destiny is in your hands. Trust me, you know the America, and nobody they come to help anybody. When the Kasala bursts, even America will be willing to supply all sides, all the weapons where you need to kill yourselves. But until you know that Nigeria problem, Nigeria solution, no Western solution, no other thing, no Nigeria problem, Nigeria solution, and the better part is this. If we can't live together in peace and respect to one another as it is that we are not meant to be, then we can make a solution which is internal solution of me everybody go their separate ways. So I'll keep reminding you, even though it doesn't sound so good to some of you, but it is actually the truth that it's so tiny. I mean, so it's so tiny a bit, right? But it's so huge as well. You can't hide it. You can't. Now let's go to another one. Hang on. I think I still have it. Right. So as we are talking about Nigeria being broke, Nigeria about to start doing Bambi Allah, Ashiriabo, Bambi Allah. Because the subsidy, the subsidy payment, which so many Nigerians believe that that's the only thing they get from their government, and that's the only thing we get from the government. We don't get anything. Subsidy. If they remove subsidy and we begin to buy petrol for 500 naira per liter, this country go blow new. This country go burn new. I say, calm down. Bukwari don't go World Bank to go and borrow money. $800 million. They won't give you 5,000 naira every month. All of you will say you won't burn Nigeria because of the kind of hunger where you think or imagine when they remove subsidy. Right? But the problem now is this. It seems to be the last minute cash out. And I'm not the only one who feels like that. Even the rubber stamp Senate in Nigeria feels like that too. You know what Bukwari did? He wrote a letter to the National Assembly, the Senate, and he said, see, I have $800 million, where World Bank won't give me, but I need your help because we need to share this money sharp through electronic transfer. We just need your support. I saw everybody to come to laugh. Here.
In order to guarantee the credibility of the process, digital transfers will be made directly to beneficiaries' account and mobile wallets.
The president's request for the loan approval.
In order,
they themselves were laughing like, oh my, $800 million. Oh, this Buhari Koro. This Buhari mental. Like, you know, that kind of thing. You know, things they quite probably say to themselves in private, like, we don't finish this country, Sha. Hey, by the time we feel nothing would remain for here. Like, things they tell themselves privately. And they just feel like, go finish, Ari. We'll go rough on. So when they saw that letter of 800 million that they want to share through electronic transfer to all of you, they started laughing. Say, this is a joke now. This is actually a joke now. 99% of Nigeria revenue is now being used to service the Nigeria debt. Nigeria is so broke, that they have to print money to pay salaries, or else they would have to take another. See, in Delta State, for Patrick, Ifeanyi Okowa, their governor, who happened to be the running mate to Atiku in this last election. The guy took over 700 billion naira loan. You heard me right, over 700 after Lagos na Delta. Lagos debt is put at over 1.4 trillion naira right now. While that of Delta State is put at over 800 billion. But you see, the last 6, 7 or 10 months or so, Okowa, the road where in carry the Delta people go. Oh dear. Help me. Where that woman? It was like, it's what enough for people to say, to shout, I say, help us, so in Delta. Now, today, the news came and it was like, this guy is asking for 70 billion naira supplementary budget. So, yeah, you heard me right. Today is what? 17th. All things being equal. If the coming back of our Lord Jesus Christ tarry, I don't know if that is a right statement anyway. I shall not say in Yoruba, they say, if Jesus no come, before May 29, it means that in 12 days' time, Okowa will cease to be governor of Delta State. Baba, they won't ask for 70 billion. They call it supplementary budget for 2023. 70 billion naira. Now, no, they won't borrow them. So now so I hear one data, my worry woman, because say, hey, help us.
I will not allow you to. Hey, help me. If they carry me, they go, we are not know. Help me. I will not allow you to. Hey, help me.
70 billion. So by the time they put together all the debts of Delta State in 80 years of Okowa, now tertiary tension. Now, if you pay 1 trillion, now you go collect small change. You know that thing. They say, how much be all of our debt in Delta? I won't pay them. They say, bring 1 trillion, we'll give you change. But when you go to Delta State, are you from Delta State? How is Delta must be like Dubai, where your governor collected nearly 1 trillion naira in revenue. In fact, he collected 1.8 trillion, nearly 2 trillion naira in revenue, both federal, 13% derivation, this one and that one. Last, 8 years, he's going to leave you with a debt of nearly 1 trillion. And schools still don't have seats, desk, or even roof in so many parts of Delta State. Roads. And talk about, oh man, I mean, but again, it is just what Nigeria is. A crime scene where nothing they shock me anymore. I mean, after Apapa's beating, the guy still do interview on Channels Television. I won't forget. I mean, I'm not going to try to forget that, okay? So that, it be part of this. Apapa.
Bring your evidence that I have collected money or we have collected money from anybody. That is not, it's absolutely untrue. That's that.
The second one, obviously Peter will be taking side.
Peter will be taking side. You see, I don't want to keep on exposing, but he deserves to be exposed. He deserves to be exposed. Some time ago, in one of the interviews he granted, he said he does not know me at all. I want to tell the whole world, he's a liar. And let me tell you why I say he's a liar. I've been trying to cover him, but he does not deserve it. The reasons are this. One, this is a man done his primary in Asaba. I did the opening prayer. And I was not a young officer. I was the deputy national chairman of the party then. So not a junior officer. This party, I've been 21 years in this party.
No wonder Papa was so alarmed. He said Obi said he didn't know him. How could Obi say he doesn't know Apapa? The Babalawo that did the opening prayer at your primary election in Asaba. Maybe Obi will remember later anyway. Or maybe he didn't pay attention. Because Apapa na Babalawo. So the prayer may be like, maybe they may think somebody is just chanting Ijala out there. Here you get, like maybe the Yoruba peniatrics, I'll be waiting to record that thing. Ijala out there, they will not say he's doing prayer. Unfortunately, that's the only thing that Papa could remember And he's sad that Obi didn't remember that. So Obi is a liar, according to him. That's Apapa. Anyway, I'm going to wait till Friday to see what else is in stock. But let me tell you something. Just a few days ago, in fact, it was about 2 days ago, right? This image, sorry if you are not seeing this on TikTok, it's on social, it's on Facebook. You see this image? That is Tunde Sabiu. Tunde Sabiu is Bokwari's personal secretary. Now, Tunde Sabiu is called the captain. Now, just brief background of Tunde Sabiu. Tunde Sabiu being the personal secretary to Bokwari through Abba Kyari, your de facto president that died of COVID in 2020. So Tunde, immediately after Abba Kyari died, Tunde decided to take his place. I'm talking about showing up as somebody who is the personal secretary to Bokwari. Whatever he tells people is what people should know that Bokwari said. So they call him the class captain in Aso Rock. He is the one who had a confrontation with Aisha, Bokwari's wife, which forced Aisha to become somebody that is the first lady that's now living in Dubai. That's Tunde. He is a very powerful young man, billionaire, and he's made so much money for himself through this Bokwari. He is a former recharge card seller. According to his history, former recharge card seller, as of 2015, is working out. That was him there. That's him now, packing his stuff out of Old Rock. He's very kind of, he's done very well for himself in the last 8 years. But do you know why I'm showing you this picture? The image was shared by the Lagos Abobakus, who have been living in agony for 8 years because what they expected to get when Bokwari, when they went all out for Bokwari in 2015, they were disappointed. So they were like, it was almost like cat and dog. They are waiting for a day that this whole thing will come down. They can begin to taunt them. They shared that video. And you know what they wrote? Finally, whatever has a beginning must have an end. The class captain is leaving now. He will now understand the difference between power and not power. Because you see the next canker worms that are going to walk into your Old Rock, they will be worse than the Buhari days, the Buhari diddorings. Yeah, the Buhari did not use the Buhari Dijatus, all these cyberbarians that you have managed to get over in 8 years. You see these ones that are coming, now Agbero in the villa. I'm show you waiting then they don't get. Even the one we get chance enter villa. A look picture, is bigotry. We never let him just kind of, watch this.
Yeah, villa, Aso Rock. These are past presidents. President Muhammadu Buhari, your picture is coming here again. This one, Major General Muhammadu Buhari. After him, General Ibrahim Babangida, Chief Ernest Sonekon, General Abacha, General Abu Salam, Abubakar, then Chief Olusegun Aremu, Yaradua, then Goodluck Jonathan. President Muhammadu Buhari, your picture will be here. Ashiwaju na go put down. Then, after 8 years in office, Ashiwaju picture will be here. Obingos, P2B, your picture no go there here now. You don't believe in Nigeria. You don't believe it's not a miracle, Oga. You go back to Agulu, Onitsha. Go the reign there as the president of Twitter. Obingos, they are obedient. I want your tears. Hello. Hello. I want your tears. obedient, abi obedient, abi obingos. Peter Obi picture no go show here lie. Make it go back to Agulu, abi Ipop, abi Biafra. Hello, you dey hear me? I go press your neck. Yeah, Villa. As
bro, think it's part of the team. You know that kind of thing that you be like, our APC, it's us now, it's this or that. There are many like them too. They've been waiting for this time. And you will think the Bokwarian is glutonic scavengers, the freeloaders, and the destroyers, who were everywhere, and everything they touched, they hurt them like termites. Everything about Nigeria, they hurt everything like termites. They are leaving the carcass down for the Agberos. So by the time the Agberos enter and you see them in their true colors, now there you go know say Nigeria no get future. You will see the bigotry. You will see the division. You will see the state-sponsored bigotry. Baba, you go must you. But don't worry. Somebody said it's not going to happen. Amen. Amen, somebody. Amen. I have a clip to share with you again. You see, I'm just doing them little by little, just to give you this kind of, I told you I have a lot, and I don't want to waste time on them. One of the questions people do ask is, why are the lecturers in Nigeria rigging elections for political criminals who then turn around and steal their salaries, steal their pension, deny them all they deserve until some of them would die in penury? Why are they doing all of that? They say, Baba, na career, everybody be criminals in that establishment called Nigeria. So somebody came and they painted a picture of how the lecturers in Nigeria were molded, or they mold themselves into this gang of criminality. And when an opportunity presented themselves to contribute into setting the country aright, they don't miss a chance of mortgaging it off. From Edo State, AIT reports, they were telling Obaseki, watch this. I'm coming.
The Special Intervention Team, SIT, of the Ambrose Ali University, Apapa, was set up in 2021 by Governor Gordon Obaseki to look into the myriad of challenges confronting the tertiary institution. 2 years down the line, the SIT is here to present its interim report to Governor Obaseki. Speaking on behalf of the team is Austin Osakwe, who alleges a high level of corrupt practices, which include tax evasion, sexual harassment, extortion, fraud, difficulty in accessing transcripts and certificates.
It's an epidemic in AU. It's an epidemic where daughters, 17, 18, 16, when you hear stories of harassment, these ones are, we have voice recordings. We came into that place, the school was not paying tax at all. There was no paying. Every time the IRS sent a code for payment, the unions resisted it. The works department has officers who don't do any other thing apart from managing the purchase and dispensing of diesel. That's a very big business. And when you want to touch that area, they say it's political. The entire community gathers. In 2019, somebody came from a university somewhere to come and do sabbatical in AU. Sabbatical for 1 year, sir. And it was paid every month, about 400,000.
Yes.
And then at the end of 1 year, he left. Only for us to discover in 2022, late 2022, that since that 2019, the man has been getting his salary regularly. And it came to 16 million naira. When they mentioned a particular professor, he resumes at the beginning of the session. In 2 weeks, he has finished the session work and is out. You don't see him again until next session. The biggest business in AAU is transcript business and certificates.
Going further, Osakwe reveals that there are cases of overadmission over time, which has adversely affected the medical
corrupt system. A system that is almost the same everywhere. That's just one university. These are the places they pick up all these criminals who suddenly, they'll be professors, suddenly they will start stammering. They can't read again. Can you believe that? University professors, because they are falsified figures, they have been paid peanuts to announce fake results, rig the election, and all of that. They're still going to suffer. They're still going to suffer. Then they begin to read, Asamankwa, local government. So what? You can't read? Say this one be illiterate. He's not illiterate, then be criminals. They can act like they don't know what is going on, and you'll be wondering. Go and watch them during their elections. These ones are university professors. They are university dons. Bunch of criminals. And that's how they roll, unfortunately. Anyway, I'm going to share one more with you. You remember this?
Instagram can't explain. You know how many police I don't tear slap? They'll say because you be fella pikin. It doesn't matter because Jesus be God pikin if he die for you. You must know who you are before you make your move. So I make my move from where I did because I know who I am. That's how I must make my move. Enyike, we have your time. Me, I have your time. Instagram can't explain.
So that's Sheung. Explain to everybody. You know how many police who don't tear slap? He's receiving the support of some people too. Well, like, he went overboard. I mean, they wish there wasn't camera and all that, but they would do the same if they have the chance. Because how do you explain this? FRSC, Federal Road Safety Corps, putting your life in danger on the same road, slapping you. They slap people like any other. They beat people. If you see one guy, they beat him. They stole his Okada. Police, he was holding his. They beat with baseball bat. Bah, bah, bah. And they stole his bike and rode it off. But this particular one, they slap him. He don't do anything, just to shakara him so that he can part with his money. And he put it on record.
Hey, okay, you wanted to park and you are blocking it. Look at what you did. Look at what you did early in the morning. Look at what you did. Is he a criminal? Is he a criminal? Look at what you did. These are his people. Look at what you did. Look at what you did early in the morning. You break the. I did not do anything to you. You slapped me. You slapped me. I did not do anything to him. Can you see he's hiding his face? He's hiding. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. He's hiding his face. I don't do anything to you. Slap me. You break the windscreen. This is the face of the man. You don't know me. You will suffer for this one. Mr. MJ Oni, 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 he slapped me. He slapped me. Mr. MJ Oni, look at what he did. Look at what he did. Look at what he did. Can you see them?
Mr. MJ Oni, Mr. MJ Oni, look at what he did. So the assault on the citizens in Nigeria, that's what got some people angry, very angry. That, do you know amount of assaults that the people suffer in the hand of these criminals? Unprovoked assault. Some of them have to lose their lives. I'm like, Baba, shall no go vex, go slap police. You know, be she on kuti. Shall you get? We know they say gone too soon for you. I know what I'm saying. So you get no go do work. You can't say that, say you won't go slap police. No try more. Amo no conde single run la leda, orun la leda. Ete pome yete jodagba orun la leda. Those of you who killed the baby picking where you know allow and grow. This is an unfortunate orun la and big oro. Anyway, I know what I'm saying. Sure, you get just do as much as possible to avoid them. That's the only advice I can give you. I have not got any motivational what have you to give to you, but it is Nigeria. But remember, as I am stating this tonight,
Today I want to declare without equivocation. Today,
just avoid them. That's what I'm trying to say. Avoid them if you can. So I am going to take one or two calls. I was going to shift that to tomorrow. Possibly have a People's Parliament tomorrow. But I will take 1 or 2 calls. Okay. So don't go anywhere. If you're still with me, like this broadcast, okay? Share it if you haven't. We've got over 3,600 of us. We were over 3,700 earlier. So which means that only 900 of us have actually paid our offering. On YouTube, Neo, thank God that Facebook is unable to hold some of you down tonight and you're able to turn up. Imagine having over 500 people on YouTube. I'm sorry, on Facebook. That's quite impressive. So thank you if you're watching me on Facebook. But I like the broadcast. You can still share it. When I get back, I'll come and take calls, okay? Yeah, let's count it. 2,000 likes. So yeah, 2,000 likes. Put it up. I will be back.
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
Continue. 70 years old man.
Without you. Jesus is Lord. Without you.
Continue. 70 years old man.
Without you. Jesus is Lord. Without you.
Continue. 70 years old man.
Without you. Jesus is Lord. Without you.
Continue. 70 years old man.
Without you. Jesus is Lord.
They go, hello there.
Hello, good evening, Michael.
Good evening to you. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright. It's good to be on tonight, and thank you for doing a good work. I'm Victor. I'm calling from Kent.
Beautiful. How is Kent tonight?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Are you? I know it's family.
Well, thank God. I can't complain again. I mean, you know. Thanks, man. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, good. Just a brief. I'm just going to be brief tonight. And thank you for showing the bit of drama that happened today.
In their
cultures. And yeah. And I think for me is looking at the old drama. I think what they tried to do is to use the Apapa man to cause confusion, so that they won't be able to move on with the case.
A total
and when they are able to, when they're able to resolve the case, the people were unable to provide the evidence, because the whole idea is to cause confusion, and they say, you know what, there's confusion anywhere, we can't go on. So it's like watching an opera, and every day is always something new. So, and I mean, I think the way things are going, they will provide. I mean, you can see how the obedience kind of reacted to the whole thing, and it's a force that they can't withstand. So we're all going to stay here and see how things going to unfold. It is such a drama that's happening every day. Every day you open, you just open your eyes and you see things. And just want to say, just thank you so much for doing an amazing job.
Thank you, man.
And we continue to flag that hope until we get a better country. Whether it's going to be one or it's going to be individual, but one day, many. But one day it's going to happen. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thanks so much as well for stopping by. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you too.
Yeah.
Now there's something I want to share with everyone. It's actually a personal pledge. Something I personally feel like I have not done my work very well. I remember about 3 years ago, some of you who have now become very good friends of mine, you've become very good friends of mine now, and you came together, you came through for me when I wanted to start a Diaspora Radio International. I wanted it to run by itself. I wanted to give to us, especially in diaspora, first-hand content about what is going on in Nigeria. I'm talking about, content that are created for a purpose of education, especially, areas areas in Nigeria, or especially in Yoruba land, that are receiving less attention, that should be receiving more attention than what we're currently seeing. And I've been finding that for the past 3 years. I've got a few guys there who are like doing the job, doing what they can. Well, it seems that because you don't see my face, if you don't see my face on something, everybody just kind of just leave it. So the Diaspora Radio International is an online radio that you can listen to in your car. Okay, all my broadcasts. You don't have to go to YouTube all the time. If you are driving, you can go onto your phone and type in Diaspora Radio International, .com, right? Just type that in and you will be able to listen to the podcast of Mayegu. Yeah, most of them replay, right? So then we have this YouTube channel for Diaspora Radio International. I'm going to ask you, everybody, if you have your phone with you, you won't believe it. For the past 1.5 years that I've decided to put one or two guys on that YouTube, they barely got 1,000 subscribers for 1.5 years. That's quite shocking for me, sincerely. But I'm going to ask for your help, because there are content that you see, mine is just a podcast that talks about things. Sometimes I bring out the content into that presentation. But if you want to see what's going on, what are these guys up to, you just need to visit there. I'm going to share the link in that comment. Do me that favor. Please take them over 1,000 subscribers tonight. Oh, right? Talk too fast. So if you can do that for me, I will so much appreciate that. I know you will do that for me. So the link is in the comment section. Open it and just subscribe. I'm going to be, let me show you. Look at where they are right now. Can you believe that? They are 800 or something, right? So if you can do me that favor, I will be so grateful. And I want you to kind of visit there, see what they're doing, okay? Sorry for interrupting you. Now, I might take that course, okay? Sorry if you have been calling and it seems that it's not even picking it. So let's see. Where are we? Sorry, 891 subscribers. So I hope that before I go tonight, you will take us over 1,000. I'll be so grateful. So they are now over 900. So yeah, the line is back on now. So if you, by any means, you are still with me, here we go. Hello there.
Hello, hi, how are you doing?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello, hi, good evening. It's G-Day from London.
Jide
okay.
From London. How is
from
London today,
yeah.
Baba?
Cold.
Cold. That's the word.
Yeah.
I think I get
it's been,
the drill. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, it's been cloudy. Yeah. Well, I couldn't be happier than what I saw today. The way the Babalawo was dealt with today.
I know a lot of people are just laughing there.
I had to go and look for some popcorn and my soda to enjoy this spectacle. You know, he should count himself lucky. In fact,
no, he said
you could tell that
lucky. He said he would have been there today.
Yeah.
Not for the police and God.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Even the policemen were happy. You could tell the way they were just trying to be professional. You know, but I think everybody just pissed off and.
It's like they're just
about the whole
for
thing.
Granted, like, you know.
Exactly. And the kind of fraud that is being uncovered every day, I tell you, it's so depressing. How can Gbaja be? I mean, if this country was a proper country, they should be building new prisons to jail most of these politicians, and each of them should get less than 30 years hard labor. That is. Not just sitting there and just eating in the prison and all that. They should line them up to go and farm.
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
You know,
I thought I just interrupted your call there because something fell on the table. So please, Jerry, continue.
Okay. I was saying that if it's a proper country, they should be building prisons to jail all these people. The amount of revelation that we get every day. How can you just be giving free money and all that, using corruption to cover and using money to cover another corruption?
I know.
Yeah, and I'm now beginning to believe what Nnamdi Kanu said, that that Buhari that we know as Buhari is not really Buhari.
Yeah.
I'm now believing that he's not the one, because even then,
right.
you know, when the story came, I must confess, when the story first came and all that, I was like, no, Nnamdi Kanu, calm down now. We know you'll say the truth. You're just going too far.
This was too much. I know. But when you now see the events that followed.
Yeah, but then I went back and did some investigation today, and you know what I found?
Tell us.
The Buhari that we know, look closely to his earlobes. His earlobes is not attached to his face. The present Buhari, look at his earlobes, is attached. It's like it's gone. So when people grow older, does their facial structure change? That's a big question. So they must have gotten a very good look-alike and maybe done some facial, just to perfect the fraud. And I think that's what it is. You know, like JJ Man said, it was yesterday or the day before, he was saying that money that they are taking out is part of the money they want to use to settle him so that he will shut his mouth. And I think
I'll make him disappear.
It's true. It's just awesome. You know, but they are in for a shock, and I'm still standing on what I said earlier. Watch it. 29 is not very far.
It's not.
He is not going to be sworn in. He is not going to be sworn in. It's just as simple as that. He's not going to be sworn in. I'm still standing on that. I'm not moving. He's not going to.
So many people who strongly believe that too. I mean,
he's not going to be sworn in. He's not going to be sworn in because there are some. There's some people within the society that matter, that you find that they are not even talking much. And you know, when people that matter do not talk much, there's something cooking. That's all I can say. But I just have the, and even
the days, I mean, all of us go there live and see this, because they say wherever we are going to use to tell a story or an history, we have to make the whole thing is an event that will happen here, Baba. But I'm actually like, I would like to see that day. Go on, Jide.
Yeah, and apparently another part of the Twitter was saying today that Tinubu is not actually in France. He's in London. He's hiding somewhere in London. He is hiding somewhere in London. The man is not well at all. They are trying to prop him so that
Blinken spoke to then. Have they started all the trickery already? Like the Secretary of State of America, right? U.S. Secretary of State.
Yes.
Who did he speak to?
The people
when
that
they said he spoke to him in Paris. Because you see, Kwakwanso is in Paris, Sanusi is in Paris, El Rufai is in Paris. A few other people are also there. Something is cooking in that place, but now you just said drop